Teamed. Here's Luke Barrett, left side. That three way too strong.
He hesitated in his release.
How about Butka running the floor? That doesn't happen to the Galesburg.
St. Mary's,
it's a little bit of an Achilles heel. They are not a great free throw shooting team at times. And they missed 7 free throws in this first half. Still up by 12.
Well, and so that goes back to Jay Will's point. You want to make the second week of the tournament, you better make some free throws.
That's a good move and a much-needed back. 6-2 Broncos with the lead 3 minutes in. And part of what we're seeing, even with this year's Pepperdine team that went only 4-14 in regular season conference play. Tough pass, good catch, and the layup good. Tilly, shot clock starting to wind down. Here's Stewart for 3. He had a good open look, no good. Rebound, loose ball, and Pepperdine comes away with it.
Pretty good job rebounding those missed 3-pointers.
Nice pass, Odom again, and that's going to be a goal to double team. You see Lunardi in the list every day, gets updated, and it's in flux all the time. All those bubble teams in these leagues, they were rooting hard for Drake, because Drake was a team that was almost certainly going to go no matter what happened. And they're rooting hard for one of St. Mary's or Gonzaga in this league. Because if somebody else, those two teams are in. That's a nice little set play.
Again.
Yep. Found that mismatch. And then a good extra pass from Todorovic. No good on the 3. Butka, offensive rebound, puts it back in. Shot clock winding down. Ball heaves one up left side, in and out. Dozic fighting for the rebound. Still fighting. Ball on the floor. Pepperdine comes away with it. Down low. The catch, the score! He's trying to save their chances in this game. Odom finds Bethea.
But now it's Santa Clara that's got to figure out a way to sustain stops. I mean, they're the ones that are chasing right now. It's a 2-possession game. This guy's been masterful.
He just has been. Every play he's making the right.
Successful that season.
Nice play by Kings, who stole it and then lost it in transition. Odom, nice pass. Good assist for Mo.
Has been able to slow him down in the paint, making him take contested jump shots. That time gets all the way there.
Odom down low. Butka scores. I think Dan single game record. Odom, tough runner, a lot of contact. Tip is good. So the follow up, a disaster for Portland. And the start of the conference play, you mentioned how front-loaded their schedule was. They played all the best teams early, got off to an 0-5 start. After that, played really well. Much better.
Well, they lost in overtime to Oregon, who's battling for a high seed in the NCAA tournament themselves, which showed a lot of the promise that Shante Legans had been talking about early in the year.
Number 3. We are underway, and the ball tipped and taken by Pepperdine. The Waves go to Koulibaly. Butka slams it in. And the game clock. Taja Duke comes in. Butka inside, missed it. Ball tipped up and in. 4 with 15. And you see Zion Bethea, the junior guard. It is Pepperdine ball, moving right to left. As Odom comes in the front court. Waves gaining some momentum here. Trying to avenge an earlier season loss in Bowman. Back on February the 8th. Driving is Odom. Kick it back outside. Butka with the 3. Let's get the ball. Right side to Lawan Watts. In the lane, McElmey fumbles at a turnover for Washington State. Butka at the other end and lays it up and in. Boy, a lot of 3-point shot missing. Rebound. Eric Strip. That shot doesn't go. Ball fumbled. Fourier gets it. It's Todorovic. Still time for Pepperdine. Underneath Butka. Lay it up and in.
Fantastic look by. In a game where they were down by 10, 12 points for most of it and ended up making a comeback in the fourth quarter. Butka using the glass for 2 and is now 6-4. But Butka just averaging 10 points a game, had 25 and 11 in the loss at LMU on Saturday.
Well, he can score at all 3 levels with the lefty right there. I mean, right on.
He's one of the best. He's averaging almost 1.5 steals per game. Wrap, the high release from the elbow doesn't fall.
Tough shot.
Butka tracks down 5 of their last 6 shots. McKinnon spins using the glass, and another bucket that just does not fall.
Effort needs to change for Portland on both ends of the floor, to be honest with you. Just kind of going through the motions.
Butka. Koulibaly out to Bethea. Just beyond the elbow, gets back iron. Offensive rebound, Butka.
Butka has dominated this first 11 minutes in the game, and he's got 11 points. Job of creating in the paint and feeling the defense. He's so strong in the guard spot.
Closing in the final 4 minutes until halftime. Butka cut off by Austin, and another basket for Austin in trouble. Found Rapp over to McKinnon. He's had the hot hand, and Odom comes down with a rebound.
Odom likes to push pace right here. You see them getting out and going in transition. Good transition D by Portland there on that possession.
And for Pepperdine, they were so effective early on in the game with their offensive sets. As Butka shoots the three, he'll knock that one down.
29-15 on an 8-0 run over the last 3 minutes.
And Pepperdine could not be any colder right now. Just one of their last 7. They have not scored in over 3 minutes now.
Credit Portland's defense. I mean, they're playing with energy. They're rebounding one-and-done situations.
Butka using his left hand, got it over him.
Got that one, 3-point game. And Pepperdine can hold for one now. Entertaining first half from Hank's house.
Let's see how LMU defends Odom here. Amy is checking him right now.
Ten seconds to work with. Bethea against Johnston. Bethea thought about the shot. Odom looking back door. It's open, and Butka will lay it in. Executed well from the Waves, and they get a bus. He's hit a couple three-pointers, and really this is a good sign for this team as we near March.
Yeah, an auspicious start to the second half for Johnston and the Lions.
And Porter got a hand on that one, almost forced the steal. Odom inside, and the lay-in for Todorovic. Over Amy. Misses on it. Offensive rebound, Butka. Little hook shot is good from the left-hander. What a
74-67 up in Spokane.
Johnston from the corner. Rolls off. Bethea has the rebound. No time to waste for the Waves. They need to start firing up some triples here. Here's Odom. Passes inside, and a lay-in for
Valley Conference. Kind of a do-it-all guard last year at Southern Illinois. Edwardsville, very fiery guard. It's going to be a tough cover tonight for Mo.
It was an all-conference player at Southern Illinois. Edwardsville inside. Butka, freshman from Denmark.
Can't leave Munch underneath the hoop. He's too big, and that put back too easy for Munch.
14-10 Pepperdine, 12:27 remaining. And tonight's game being brought to you by University Credit Union. This is Butka, top of the key. Get it to Odom on a pick and roll, but nothing there. Both these teams with a lot of size. Inside to Butka, nice pass by Koulibaly. Get some TV rights. But to take Gonzaga from the WCC, it's a void that's not going to be easily to be replaced. Here's Odom driving. Nice pass to Butka, put it up and in.
Gonzaga now 4 of 11 from behind the three-point line after that miss by Graham Ike.
Maybe not the shot Coach Few wanted. He turned away quickly when that was released.
Odom.
What a pass, though, from Nembhard. Leads Ajayi in the break.
That's
7 assists.
Yeah, 7th assist for Ryan Nembhard. And
Truitt on the baseline with the dribble. Backs in along the baseline. 12-foot jumper short. And Odom out of the backcourt. Odom in the front court. Left side to the Todorovic. And 11 first-half points. Dovydas top of the key. The 6'10 freshman. Butka outside. Three-pointer is good. 38-41. Pepperdine up by 7. Outside, Dalkey's three-point shot attempt bounces off the rim, and Koulibaly with the rebound, and here comes Odom in transition. San Diego too late. Butka with it in. Waves might need a timeout. It's 66-57. A 10-0 run at the other end. Butka slams it in. First year. According to the local newspapers, Pepperdine comes into this game as a 2.5-point underdogs, and the Waves win the opening tip and moving left to right. Tonight's game being brought to you by Good Herb, the active sunglasses for anyone stylish and affordable. Man defense to begin things for LMU. Dovydas down low on the right post, backs him, and then out to Koulibaly. 9 on the shot clock. Top of the circle to Dovydas. Bad pass, ball tip taken by Butka and hits a 17-foot jumper. And tonight's first teaming Porter, they want the ball out of his hands. He's so good. He can step outside and shoot the three. It's way off the mark. And Butka with the rebound, averaging almost 7 a game. The 6'9 sophomore. Along the baseline, Odom inside the lane. Butka, one bounce dribble, laid up and in.
Veteran move there by Doe. Be able to play with anybody in the league, and when you have a leader like Stone Carrawell, you're going to be in every game.
Playing from a physical presence, that is LMU. Mark Velazquez was at Cal State Northridge for 1 year. He was honorable mention all-conference last season. Step outside and hit the three as well. To Dovydas, 8 on the shot clock. Koulibaly out in front. 11:44 to play in the first half. Butka gets it, lays it up and in.
Give it up to
Conference tournament in Las Vegas. 17th season, men and women at the Orleans Arena, March 6th through the 11th. It should be quite an event this coming season. This is probably the strongest, certainly on the men's side, top to bottom in men's basketball in years, and a lot of that due to Oregon State and Washington State and the improvement of Santa Clara and San Francisco. Butka one-on-one, inside, laid up and in. A lot of coaching experience now in his 5th season with the LMU. Last year, the Lions finished tied for 6th, along with Pepperdine in Portland. Is inside, Butka with the lay-in. We're going to get in the tempo of this game has picked up greatly. Still very physical throughout. And yet we haven't had that many free throws. Waves just 4 of 6 in the first half. The Lions 3 of 4. Lions only 3 of 13 on threes. Waves go inside to Butka off the glass and once again lays it in.
And it's interesting because Washington State likes this. They like the up-tempo game. Now they'll score a lot of points if you allow them to. You know, that shouldn't happen. Nope. He's going to have to go here a late clock. Has to force it. At least got ironed, and the back tap, but Odom wins it, and that'll be an easy 2 for Butka.
It's offensive game plan. So everybody tries to stay at home, which opens up the key, which means really high percentage shots inside. Nice. There you go. Out of a timeout. Just